In 2012, a NASA spacecraft made the clearest record yet of choruses of noise in the Earth's magnetosphere. The chirps and whoops were captured by one of NASA's 2 launched radiation belt storm probes, whose mission was to understand space weather to a greater extent. Sometime after, Craig Kletzing, the experiment principal investigator, joked that his wife calls it alien birds. Thanks for the video idea, Craig's wife. No, but seriously, after hearing those eerie bird-like sounds, I began to wonder what birds of our world actually sound like aliens. Now, obviously, there are no real alien sounds we can base this list off of. I mean, not that we're aware of. So what I did was scour the internet for bird calls that would give the impression of alien life forms and technology, or simply make you ask the question, what is that? Furthermore, I looked for calls that resemble musical pieces in pop culture. And by pop culture, I mean Star Wars. So don't take this video too seriously or anything. This is all just meant for a little fun. I narrowed the list down to 10 birds, so if there's any birds that didn't make the list that you think should have, make sure to say so in the comments below. But without further ado, here are 10 birds that sound like aliens. At number 1 is the Nightjar. This bird is mainly active at night and uses its incredible gray-brown streaked camouflage to remain concealed on the ground during the day. During this time, the bird releases an unearthly whirring that is often accompanied by the percussive sound of flapping wings. To me, this sounds like some sort of alien life form, perhaps an alarm or simply communication between others of its species. Furthermore, the large-tailed nightjar, a species found along the southern Himalayan foothills, eastern South Asia, Southeast Asia, and northern Australia, to me sounds like some sort of firing weapon an alien might have. At number 2, we have 2 more birds of the same species, the willow ptarmigan and the rock ptarmigan. These chicken-like birds undergo seasonal changes of plumage, from white against winter snowfields to gray or brown, with barring in spring and summer months against tundra vegetation. Their toes are covered with stiff feathers above and below to walk in the snow, where they let out a call characterized by barking, whimpering, hissing, rattling, and piping. This marks the first species of birds that produce some sort of Star Wars sounding noise. On TikTok, The Vogue, I think it's pronounced, posted this video stating the rock ptarmigan sounds a little like an Imperial surveillance probe droid. Furthermore, I personally believe the willow ptarmigan sounds like the iconic Jawas represented in many forms of Star Wars media. At number 3 is the great-tailed grackle, a bird so overpopulated in my area to the point where I am simply annoyed at their presence. Great-tailed grackles can be found in open habitats with water nearby throughout the Midwest and West, including farmland, city parks, and, of course, your neighborhood Walmart parking lot. In these areas, they produce an impressive array of sounds ranging from sweet, tinkling noises to what one biologist described as calls so loud they were best heard at a distance. Other descriptions include rusty gate hinge and machinery badly in need of lubrication. As such, I categorize their call as being so alien in a way that all you can say is, "What is that?" At number 4 is the loon species. Many of you have probably heard this sound before, but were simply too frightened or disturbed to think it could come from a large diving bird with a dagger-like bill. Known as the common loon, this bird's spooky call has appeared in hundreds of Hollywood films such as 1917 and Harry Potter, and shows such as Game of Thrones and Rick and Morty. Furthermore, the black-throated loon's call draws similarity from the Boga call in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. At number 5, we have the Australian lyrebird. This bird is quite the performer and can copy practically any sound it comes across, from camera shutters to chainsaws. It can imitate up to 20 other species so perfectly that even the birds being copied are fooled. These long-tailed artists use their vocal talents mostly for courtship, but their skills also double as what I believe to be an alien laser. Number 6 is another bird that calls Australia home, being the Australian magpie. Like the Australian lyrebird, this electric songbird uses a variety of complex calls and can mimic over 35 species of birds, as well as other animals, including dogs and horses. After hearing its call, I couldn't help but think it sounds like some sort of alien technology. At number 7, I included 2 different species of birds due to both of their calls resembling R2-D2, with one being a little on the nose since they simply mimic the sounds perfectly. That bird is the budgerigar, or Budgie, native once again to Australia. This colorful bird shares the unique ability with other parrots to mimic words, sounds, and calls through training. In contrast to the Budgie, the bobolink has a natural sound resembling the iconic astromech droid. At number 8 is the American bittern, a bird I recently made an everything you need to know video for, and one with a call that makes you ask, what is that? To communicate with each other through dense vegetation, American bitterns use low-frequency calls, which carry farther than higher-pitched sounds. Number 9 is the final Star Wars-sounding bird of this list, the swinhoe's snipe. Snipes are peculiar birds that bob up and down when walking, all the while poking its long bill into the mud in search of insect larvae and other invertebrates. In their habitat of wetlands, paddy fields, and swamps, the swinhoe's snipe produces a sound that I believe resembles the Wookiee ship in Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Finally, at number 10, we have what could possibly be the coolest bird ever. I've featured this bird on the channel before in the Extreme Examples of Sexual Dimorphism video, and that bird is the white bellbird. Native to the Amazon rainforest, the white bellbird has the loudest recorded call of any bird, 125 decibels, or roughly as loud as a rock concert. It uses this call not for long-distance communication or to intimidate predators, but simply to woo potential mates. Well, there you have it, everyone. Those are 10 birds that sound like aliens. This one definitely took some time to make, but it was still a lot of fun, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought of this kind of video. I know I've made list videos like this in the past, but this one was a little different in its production and final look. Again, I want to say sorry for the delayed upload. It seems like right when I get some consistency, something always pops up in life. This time, it was getting settled in my new summer job. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see and want more, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment. Although I don't respond to everything, I do read every comment you guys put out and reply as much as possible. But until next time, everyone, I hope you have a great day and take care.